When someone looks at my transcript, they see mostly A's. It looks like near-perfect grades, but that document that reduces 5 years into a series of letters leaves off something important. It's invisible, and you wouldn't see it unless we had a conversation separate from my transcript. It leaves off all that went into those grades and all that happened in my 5 years at Michigan. What I really wish other people knew about my learning and accomplishment was that it wasn't easy. I'm good at faking that it was, but the near-perfect transcript deceptively hides how truly difficult achieving those grades were. Only a handful of professors truly know what else happened when trying to achieve those grades. It started during my freshman year. It was a huge transition, moving away from home and starting college, as it is for so many. I had already been stressed and perfectionistic in high school, but college provided the perfect environment for that to flourish. I developed several more irrational fears than what I already had, such as a fear of starting a fire, so I would tap the light switch several times before leaving the room. I was afraid of forgetting important information, which led to hoarding stacks of Post-it notes of nonsensical lists. I even doubted my ability to read and feared that I wasn't fully understanding material, so I would spend hours rereading the same material over and over, essentially making it near impossible to get through reading assignments. The summer following my freshman year, I finally figured out that this was OCD and was fortunate enough to start targeted treatment. Unfortunately, though, it wasn't enough, and school still remained an immense struggle. There wasn't enough time in the day for class, homework, therapy, and all the time I was spending on compulsions for several hours a day. All through sophomore year, I juggled these things, usually sacrificing sleep, which, as a note, is the last thing you should sacrifice when trying to take care of your mental health. But my transcript just shows a string of A's. None of the late nights spent stuck in a ritual or the hours spent rereading and rereading because I was dedicated to get through the assigned material. In the end, I made the difficult decision to take a semester off and do more intensive treatment. This was a difficult decision because being a student is a huge part of my identity. Now on my transcript, it just looks like the odd semester off. I still did independent research during that semester, so I have a grade for that, but my transcript doesn't show how I truly spent that semester. It doesn't show that I spent it doing exposure therapy several hours a day, bravely confronting my fears. It doesn't show that I needed to take that semester off for my own health and well-being. It just shows one line, undergrad research, and a single grade, A. But it was what I needed to be able to continue school and achieve, so I'm grateful for all the support I received from professors who knew. My OCD improved immensely, and I returned to school the following semester as planned. If only I could have foreseen that it still wouldn't be a smooth road ahead. With OCD out of the picture and so much newfound time, depression hit hard. I became a miserable recluse. Yet I continued to push my way through classes and assignments. After all, being a student is who I am. I don't know what else I would be without it. Yet my transcript doesn't show the series of ER visits. It doesn't show pleas to professors to delay an exam because I simply couldn't get up and get myself to study. Me, someone who genuinely loves studying and wants nothing more than to do my best. It just shows a string of A's. The summer before my final year as an undergraduate, I was accepted into the Honors Summer Fellowship Program. This was an amazing opportunity to receive funding to spend the summer working on my thesis with a cohort of other students writing theses. I was ecstatic to have been accepted. Still, my mental health continued to crash. I was finally hospitalized at the beginning of the summer, yet I kept this a secret when 2 days later I went on our kickoff camping trip for the fellowship program. All everyone saw was the poised face of achievement. That's what honors students are good at showing. Who knows what anyone else on the trip may have been hiding as well. Thankfully, though, because of really good specialized treatment and immense support from professors and people like my advisor, Dr. Duffy, I've been able to get a lot better these past few months. I'm future-oriented, competent at using coping skills, and have managed to take all my exams on time this semester. Plus, I am so close to making it a semester without needing an ER visit, something that hasn't happened in 2 years. To me, these are the real achievements. Do the grades really matter when I'm succeeding in improving my mental health? Yet at the end of this semester, my transcript will likely again show just a string of A's. It doesn't show all of the hard work that went into avoiding ER visits and another hospitalization. It doesn't show all the hard work I've put into therapy to be able to stay in school and start thriving. It just shows a series of letters, letters that do a great job of making it look like everything was smooth sailing. So what do I wish other people knew about my learning and accomplishment? Mostly I just want people to think twice when they look at a transcript, whether that transcript shows perfect or not so perfect grades. Think twice about what else might have been going on in a student's life. I also want people to be aware that while we may be good at pretending everything is fine, look out for students who might be struggling with their mental health. If something ever seems a little off, rather than jumping to conclusions, just ask. Reach out and ask if they're okay. Is there anything you can do to help? And be supportive if a student does confide in you. I know the professors and mentors I've had who did this have made all the difference. They contributed to the grades on my transcript in more ways than just teaching me material. If we all do this and take care of each other, we will, 1, be healthier, more supported individuals, and 2, we will start to see beyond a string of grades on a transcript. Thank you.